Catch a wave and you're sitting on top of the world.
I'm going to have the opportunity to clean it up. And what I understood, and I got goosebumps even thinking about it, what I eventually came to is that everybody, you, me, everybody will have nothing to change about ourselves.
Yay.
Nothing. It was like because both you and I went on Perchance to Dream, and the dream interpretation that I had done by Freeman Michaels and Michael Lennox, they were talking a bit about this thing about feeling that something needed to change, and they didn't go too deep into that. And then I just realised not saying I'm perfect. What I'm saying is that I'm perfect just as I am. Everybody is perfect, and when we think we're not perfect just as we are, it's that separation. That's the separation from us just being who we are.
Yeah.
And
I've got it as well. It's just the realization that we are who we are. When you focus in on the contrast and trying to fix contrast, that's when more contrast comes up, and it's like, it's almost like you focus on a zit or a spot and then it grows. Yeah, it is so, it's like, or you squeeze it and it gets even bigger. But anyway, we won't talk about that contrast. Not on this show. I'm not sure where that came from, but yeah, the example there, the analogy is that, whatever we put our focus, energy and attention on grows. So focus energy and attention on loving everything and embracing everything, and I felt really free this week. Do you know what I mean, Jackie? Just free to be me.
Yes.
Yeah, like I always say, be you, be unique, and it's almost like a projection to other people. This week I've been like, I'm free to be me as well.
Yes.
Whoever me is, and you are.
It just popped in my head, that Abraham Hicks thing. You never get it done and you can never get it wrong.
How nice is that? Do you know why it's so nice, in my opinion? Because it's a get-out clause. I love get-out clause. I came out with a few at my workshop, actually, because I guess...
I know I'm really dying to talk to you about the workshop.
Yeah, well, I'll share a little bit. I kept slipping it in, but I'll share a little bit, because it's obviously meant to be coming up now. And maybe some people who are doing professional workshops will have a piece of paper people sign to say, whatever I do here, and you're not liable, or this. I don't have anything like that. It's a workshop in the VoRteX, so I know everything's perfect, but I did have a couple of get-out clauses, vibrational ones. That's one. Yeah, whatever you do is fine. You never get it all done. Just be easy about everything. And one of the other things that kept coming up was, whatever we believe will be our reality.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm used to doing one-on-ones, and it's different having more than one person, because there's different values, different opinions, different personalities. But my big get-out clause is, well, this is my journey. I'm no guru. Like Freeman says, we're just travellers on the journey, sharing. Yeah. So we're on this journey, and I'm just sharing. So cherry pick, what you want. Yeah. And ultimately, what you believe will be your reality. And that was kind of what came up and out, I guess, from the weekend. And I created my reality of only having quite a small, very small event, really. I could have had up to 40 people, but it ended up being a handful of people who I knew, who I've coached, who I felt comfortable with. And that's just how I really wanted it.
Yes.
Yeah. There was a part of me who was like, get busy with it and spread the vibes, and there's got to be lots of people then, there's got to be a crowd, and no.
I had a nice feeling about it as well, and sort of takes the pressure off for a first seminar. I mean,
Yeah. Do you know what I did though? I'll just share this, and then I know you've got some exciting stuff to share as well.
More about the seminar.
Well, I'm dancing again now. We're not even halfway. Are we halfway through? I'm just having a look at the time, and I realised as well, because last week I put an intention out to be clearer and brighter, because I was using the camera through the computer. So I'm HD this week. I'm looking into the camera now. I'm conscious that I'm just looking at you, so I'm not making eye contact with everybody.
Yeah,
so
I try and make that effort to look up.
But anyway, that's something else. But yeah, it was kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah.
Yes.
The heart and soul me actually wanted it to be just how it was. But
yes.
I guess some people would say it was the ego side of me. Yeah. probably Wayne Dyer would say that. He calls it edging God out. I just see it as edging the source out, so the source that is us in our positive vortex. Wanted it to be more difficult. And I actually, for about 5 minutes before I went to the place I'd hired in Glastonbury, I got a real vision in my head of the room full of 40 people, oh, I've got goosebumps, that I didn't actually know, yeah? And I really breathed in the essence of that. You know, as if I was going there to this room full of people who I'd never met, and there was a full day to film, right? And I gave myself an upset stomach. Seriously, I was like, the vision was fabulous, but then I was like, oh, my stomach was rumbling, I got the nerves, I got the butterflies. So I just thought, no, this is how.
Ease into it.
And I was like, thank you, universe. And all this flood of like, oh, you know, where you've got this waterfall of positive energy flowing all over you because you're so relieved that it's just how it's meant to be. Yeah. So I guess that's how
I saw your 2 videos on the run up, and you look like you had that kind of, you come to this very serene place where like, this is where I'm meant to be right now, and this is my journey. And I know, because you know, well, you do know, you know that you're going to be, you know, the seminars are going to get bigger and bigger. So, because I was thinking as well, it wouldn't be a very good story to your your future seminar. People, you know, yeah, I had my first seminar, 40 people were there.
Yeah, like 1,000 people were there. I filled Wembley Stadium. Can you believe it? It's just not. It's not real, is it?
It makes a much better story. Be like, yeah, I only had a handful of people, and you know, at least you've got a story to take with you now for every seminar you ever go to.
And the fact that it is real. Do you know what I mean? It is real, and I'm there with my, you know, fluffy crown on online saying, I'm Liz Green, Law of Attraction Queen, manifesting. But I'm not manifesting 30,000 people at Wembley, you know, bang, 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 it's like magic.
Not yet.
Not yet. Woo, I've got my Wembley ticket, haven't I, what ticket line made me? But yeah, it's about real life. This is just real life. I said it earlier, when you've done something once, you do it the second time, it's easier, the third time even, and then you just keep on doing it. And because there's no resistance, it's the resistance, isn't it? It's the upset stomach and the butterflies, but in a nervous way that almost repels what you think you might want. But what you actually do want is the ease of gradually, you know, like imagine if we'd have said to each other, right, we started off with Ustream. So we were going to do live shows, and it hasn't quite unfolded yet. That's because there's resistance. If we'd have said, right, very nice high vibes, we're going to do a live show for 8 hours. Our first show is going to be live to the world for 8 hours, and everybody can ask questions and come into the Ustream panel. No, it just...
No, this is perfect now that we've just done like this, because it's like we can just get in that good feeling place and we can just focus on that. It's like nothing, don't have to think of anything else, and then it's almost like that concentrated energy can then go out. If you're being conscious or self-conscious about other people watching, then you're going to change. You're going to be thinking about what you're saying a bit more, and
changes the dynamics.
And if I swear too much, you can always take out the outputs and.
Cheers. Do you know, what would it take to manifest a bleeper on call recorder? I wouldn't know how to do it. I'd have to edit it out and do something in iMovie, some sort of, look, the magic hand came out, the jazz hands were coming out. Look, you see it again, the role of the serious discussion and then the silliness. And we flirted a little bit about this last week after the call. Look, it's dropped in my tea as the message. Anyway, laughing too much. We got quite silly on our own private emails, to-ing and fro-ing, and they're not private, never to be shared. But we've got an idea but some vibes about where this is flowing. And again, it's almost just like
possibilities,
just a build-up of possibilities. You share more. I've been chit-chatting loads now.
I didn't even notice. I'm just like, yeah. I didn't even notice.
Do you know what I'm loving? I'll throw this one out to you. I'm loving that you had loads of synchronicities with TV. This is what I'm loving.
Yes, there was. Oh yes, and then of course, what was the other thing that happened? Now this was wild. I thought, when you think about it, and I appreciate all of it. I'm walking through town in Newcastle. I'm thinking, oh, I would love to have a latte now. Where can I get a latte to take away? Because I'm a bit short of time, but, you know. So I look, and then I see this coffee machine, and it looks like a little cafe. But I can see they've got cameras and things, but I'm thinking, and I go up to the girl and I'm like, can I just get a latte? She's like, well, it's the Turner Art Prize. We're interviewing people about that. Would you mind being filmed? I was like, no.
Do you know who I am? Well, you're like, I've had 100,000 views on YouTube, of course.
You know, anything to get the coffee. So we sat down and we talked about, you know, there's 4 prizes, and I got given a BBC mug for free.
That's when you're on the BBC.
I got invited to do.
You're like, ooh, I've got my BBC mug. I got this ages ago, ready for
Oh, she had it today, shouldn't I? Next time I'll bring the BBC mug. And then an invite to go around the television studios.
Cool.
And then I've been filmed, interviewed, and then I start asking them questions, and I thought, wow, I feel actually really comfortable asking questions. So that could be a hint that I would like to interview people as well. And they were just going, and then at the end, because I just think I can only talk from this standpoint of energy. I'm an energy ball, really. I'm just like,
You are.
totally. So. But actually, they were enjoying it because they were going, oh, wow, this is so different from everything, all the same things we've heard all day. This is, you know, the cameraman was talking away. I don't even think he was supposed to be talking. He's from the gallery, actually. And so I had a lovely time, but I thought, what another fun synchronicity. And that rainbow was over the big screen as well.
Yeah, indicators, they're all indicators, aren't they? Because I, in my past, similar to Freeman, but I wasn't in a show as big as his, but I wanted to be an actress. I had a bit part on a couple of episodes of Last of the Summer Wine. Do you know that?
Wow, really?
Yeah. Didn't you know that?
No.
Do you know, I'm like, didn't you know that? I bet a lot of people online don't really know, because I was only 17, and Last of the Summer Wine is filmed about 15 minutes down the road from where I live in Home Firth.
Yeah.
And I went to this drama school, and I was I always looked a lot older than I was as I was growing up. And I got this part, I was told to wear really dull clothing because it was kind of Last of the Summer Wine.
Yeah.
It's ageless, it's timeless. So, yeah, long story short, I was in front of Compo, you know, where he does the thing with the spider and the matchbox. And all the listeners in America are probably thinking, what are they on about? Why are they so excited? But I was stood behind Compo. Marina was at the cash till, and I had to get her a message from Howard. So I was like there with my little shopping basket.
Oh, you have to find it.
Well, do you know, if anybody out there watching, let's put it out to the universe as well. What would it take to manifest me, on that show? Because it was on video, and at a certain point in my 20s, I got really embarrassed, and I got rid of it. There was just a couple of little parts because, you know, I didn't know about what we know about now.
Oh, I know well. That's what it was.
And now I'm like, I really want to see that. That'd be brilliant. But yeah, there's a lot of TV connections happening. Did you used to do radio?
Well, I played around with the radio, but funny enough, when I was doing my martial arts, same thing. When I was really getting into the VoRteX at that point, not deliberately, by accident, well, deliberately in the fact I was doing a lot of Tai Chi, so that kind of, in the meditation, obviously reduced resistance. I wasn't really the type to get excited about things, though, but I definitely was letting the resistance go. And I ended up, now this will make you laugh.
Come on, we haven't laughed enough yet.
Well, I ended up doing some presenting on a television programme on Channel Health, and I went to Jamaica to be filmed. It was lovely. I got to have somebody walk around with an umbrella over my head, do my makeup, and
check you out.
It was on 6 times a day, 15 minutes at a time on Channel Health,
That's
which
brilliant.
it's not even in existence. But guess who was the director?
Who?
Do you remember Mr. Motivator?
Oh, yeah.
Derek Evans.
Brilliant.
It's called the Fitness Zone.
Have you got pictures of you with Mr. Motivator then?
I've got some
He wore really
videos.
tight pants, didn't he? Is that him with the really tight leggings on?
And it's really he's funny though, because he's off camera, he's quite a serious person. And then you get him in front of the TV and he's like, let's
Catch a wave and you're sitting on top of the world.